Hello and welcome, powerful manifestors, choosing ones. It's my honor to welcome you here in 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy. And this is the very exciting and auspicious time. If you have not known me before, let me introduce myself. Beverly Bago. I am from Scotland and I migrated here in the UK more than 10 years ago. So I came here in the UK without a single penny or a dime to my name. I leave it all behind into my family in the Philippines after I decided that I am going to move here to get married. Fast forward, last year, I had let go of my 3D structured business that I had been nurtured and cultivate for nearly a decade, and into here now to teaching a manifestation on how did I quantum leap after quantum leap in my life for over the course of 10 years. So I'm not new in manifestation, and certainly not I've been using this for all the years that I had in my business. Way back in 2016, I met an online networker, and she was the one who introduced me first into the law of attraction. And as we all know, law of attractions, as I evolve and grow, I realize and learn after watching The Secret, Secret is not everything. So there are laws that is like major than the law of attraction. It's like law of assumption, the law of vibrations, which is the main thing that we cannot manifest, we cannot attract until our frequency and vibrations is matching where we are. So here we are now. Like this year, I quantum leap into a millionaire. I was already manifested my multi-millionaire dream come true way back on 2017, but it was on piso. So I am a multi-six-figure earner here in the UK, working from home in a traditional business, and I'm also a mother of 2. I built that business from 350 pounds way back on nearly a decade ago. But then fast forward, and I continue to awaken my senses, my 6 senses, when you say psychic abilities. Then what happened was way back on 2019, I have a new level of awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. Today, I'm teaching you how to quantum leap into your millionaire timeline. But first, I would wanted to open this into this prayer. So here we go. Up our hand in our heart and say this prayer. Recite this with me quietly, or you can vocalize it as you are watching in the computer and listening to this. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this moment. Thank you for having this idea that I'm going to be birthed to the humanity and the collective, whoever who is tapping in here now. The Quantum Leap to Millionaire Timeline Mastery Class. Thank you for this life, and thank you for the wonder of this moment. Thank you for everything that has ever happened to me, is happening now, and ever will happen. For all of it has produced the perfection of this next breath and the glory of who I am going to be. Powerful manifestors, choosing ones, I have very well welcome to you to Quantum Leap to Millionaire Timeline. If you did not know me, my name is Beverly Bago, your millionaire coach and mentor and manifestation expert in quantum leaping. So if you have been following me for years, you know that I never been the same every year since 2016. 2015, I started my business. So I wanted to give you a little bit of who I am, one of the award 2024 as an outstanding international businesswoman of the year in 2024. And also manifested to become one of the co-author of a Miracle Women Volume 3, and it's available in Amazon. The Anthology Volume 3 by us, 10 powerful women across the globe who contributed in that book on sharing our story and journey of how from feeling the victim into the hero in our story. So now I welcome you to this quantum leap to millionaire timeline, because I promise you, if you stick this video on through the end, there will be a millionaire daily activation in the end of this, and there will be many takeaways along this video. I held this post on as a celebration of my dad's passing, that 9th year death anniversary. My dad passed away 9 years ago. It will be 9 years ago this month. The story of that was like I was blaming myself, and now just celebrating the life that he has on with us while he was, and he was also one of my spiritual guides. And then how did I quantum leap from multiple six-figure earners of my traditional 3D structured business last year to now becoming this millionaire pound self of me in front of you. Masterclass held on March last month, but then I feel like I'm still sitting on the self. I'm just like into like newborn baby as a millionaire pounds, because I was already manifested myself 6 years ago as a multi-millionaire in Pisa. I know that we are all multi-millionaire in the multiverse, in the quantum field. All of us are already a multi-millionaire. And I'm holding the space for you. I believe that you will not be here in this timeline, in this my reality. I manifested that all the people here who are in a quantum leap to millionaire timeline are the people who are ready to quantum leap, to jump timelines. Not not 6 months or 1 year or 10 years, just like what I've been. Because when I come into this in the UK, like 11 years ago, I came here 2014, not a single penny attached to my name. And how did I become a multi-millionaire within 3 years? Of course, it's not possible if I only use the 3D structured following the growth of my business. I quantum leap. I use a metaphysical methods that I was even unconscious at the time. On 2016 rather, I met my first law of attraction mentor. She was on the journey of in the networking, and there was a law of attraction, and I said, what is law of attraction? And then from law on, I opened myself to self-development, to then quantum leaping after quantum leaping. So from my business, I said that if you are following me, I started from 350 pounds, ending that year of my, within before 2 years, within the course of 2 years, I become the multi-millionaire, the first multi-millionaire in my family. But like this saying that success leaves clue, because when I was little, when I was young, I remembered vividly. 9 or 10 years old, I always wake up very early at 3 o'clock in the morning, because in the Philippines, we don't have this warm water, luxury warm water that's coming out from your tap now when you go in the shower. In the Philippines, we actually go to the pump outside of our house and get shower. So for me to get the warm water from the deep well and pumping it out, I need to be the first person. So I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, and I remember looking up in the stars, or if there is a moon, and I said, God, Jesus Christ, use me as a tool to humanity. And I did not even know that I will be landed here in front of you, teaching now how to quantum leap to your millionaire timeline. The millionaire timeline is not all about accumulating millions. It's all about becoming the best version of you, of who you are right now. The millionaire timeline is it's the journey of becoming, having this unwavering self-belief that you can actually have everything, actually have all the things that you can think of. You are unimaginably powerful. Our mind is programmed to limit ourselves. But the reality is, the truth is, if you know your truth, just like I know who you are infinite. You are limitless being in this physical suit. Just like me, I am this Beverly. I am who I was last year when I was Beverly's World Foods. So I am a millionaire, coach, mentor of the 5D Powerful Manifestors. And I was like, how did I even end up here? It's because I have to go within. And I said, like, on 2023, before that year ends, I said, I'm gonna make this 2024 big. And I promise you, 2024 was the most amazing year in my business, in my life, in my relationship, and in the relationship with myself, my kids, and to everyone around me. 2024, if you lose something, it's actually sitting you up to here now in front of me watching this video. Because I promise you, this year, if you are going to bet on yourself, you will end up big. I don't know where you're going. I don't know if you want manifest millions or you want to be the viral and social media influencer and earning multiple six figures business in your field, whether you are a networker, you are a coach, or you are an entrepreneur starting a business, or you don't have business at all, or you are already in business but you just keep hitting the ceiling of your income, the thermostat of your income remaining into maybe 10K a month, 20K a month, 50K a month, or 100K a month, right? This quantum leap to millionaire timeline is not all about millions, but it's all about becoming you, embodying the highest timeline that you never know yet existed. When I hired my coach and I invested this heavily, tens of thousands of pounds to be here, and it took me, so if I say that it only took me 6 months to become this version of me, the millionaire pounds woman in front of you, would you do it too? Because last year I was saying, why is this, I have a pattern that every time I am now in my highest income level, like last year I started earning 25K a month, and then something happened. My business partner that I entrusted most in England sabotages and took away my strategy and took over my customers that I had been building a relationship for more than 8 years in Beverly Spoons, and lost my social media account. That's the only social media account that I have, the Facebook, that have like nearly 10,000 followers. And I lost my identity last year, and I said, God, why are you allowing this to me? I thought I am spiritual. And why you're thinking everything? Why is it suddenly like everything is crashing down? And I go for a period of time, I have lost my identity of who I was then, because I thought I was this Beverly Spoons for nearly a decade. I cultivated out. That was my baby. And then so the voice that's come in 2019, when also I was having this same scenario happen, that I was already in Europe, entering Europe, penetrating the Europe market as a leading supplier of the fruits and vegetables, the only Filipino crazy woman who done this business not in decades in here for the Philippines, because I talk to the people who are really owning this like matured business, Asian Filipino online, not even online, in London, not London's, England's, yeah. So, and then to now going into Europe, and then also boom happens, somebody did hack my Facebook as well, like 6 years ago. That was 5 years ago then, last year. And I said, the voice that came is like, hey Beverly, you're not actually meant to be in this business for long. You're supposed to be teaching humanity with all that you know. And I said, I'm not ready. No, I want to be Beverly Spoons. Okay, universe say yes, universe never say no. Okay, so I have the 2019 rebuild my business to up to last year. And last year when I lost my business, I lost my identity, I questioned. My spiritual guides have this very like clear message: Beverly, you can rebuild this business, Beverly's World Foods, because of course you've done this so many times and you have all the tools, you are master of it. But we are telling you that this is not in alignment with why you are here. You are meant to teach. And I know that I had been gatekeeping all my manifestation secrets of how I manifest. I can just manifest thousands of pounds in a day. I am a very powerful manifestor of money. Like I call myself, I'm a money magnet. This is one of my codes, a powerful manifestors, and that's why when I don't know how to regulate myself, my emotions, I can manifest a tons of people's circumstances that is not in me. But because I heard that and then I get involved myself with that and manifested that into my reality. And when I realized that last year, I began to refocus all my energy and attention. I become so intentional because today we are gonna be talking about the secret sauce, the keys to quantum living. Okay? So I put here, there will be multiple keys how to quantum leap, because of course that's why you are here. Before I came here, I did not just become just like the version of me who I was. I was a very shy, timid person, and I know that some of you, if you're following me, I don't make videos before, and it's only starting on 2022 when I said I'm going to be a teacher. But then the self-belief and the confidence that I can actually do it is not there. And it's not time, because there is always a timing. And I believe that you are here in this timeline, you are sitting in front of this video watching me because you are ready. Because everyone now, this year, is giving all the choice that you can have to either ascend or remain in your reality, in your job, in your business that is steady, and the flow is like, it's okay, but it's so. But I know as well that you're hungry for more, because otherwise you will not sign up into the Quantum Leap Mastery class. And like I said, there are few keys, and let's jump into the very first key in quantum leaping: self-identity. This is the very first key that in order for you to get the new reality, the new version, the new outcome this year, is I want you to have a new identity. What do I mean by this? Is if it's too woo-woo, okay, let's get to woo-woo, because this is where also the magic happens. You have to believe the unseen before it's becoming physical, because whatever you want is already exists in the quantum field. I want you to forget everything up until now, what you believe about money, what you believe about wealthy people, because what we had been taught is not wrong. Okay, up until now, it's serving your highest good to be in this alignment with this quantum leaping mastery class. Okay, but the difference between your identification of the money that you know before and now is that the money, how to earn money on the old identity of you, is you have to get that most of the time from one sources. From your job, from your career, from your business, from your side hustle, if you are a mom. Okay? But the universe has an actual infinite ways, infinite sources of blessing you, giving you money, if you believe it. Okay? I know it's so woo-woo, but I want you to forget that and reinvent new self-belief of who you are. You need to say that you need to set a new belief of that you are actually deserving of money and overflow of abundance, because I promise you, this is our own divine inheritance when we come here on earth. Because abundance, it's our natural birthright. Let me ask you a question. Can you count the strands of your hair right now? I want you to count the strands of your hair. You will get so tired, because I promise you, you can't count it, because that's how abundant we are. If you are watching now from your sitting comfort of your home in the couch or wherever you are in your table, and you're looking outside and there's a grass in your garden, can you count the grass? Or there's a tree, can you count the leaves? No, because abundance is made in nature, and so are we. We are not separate from the abundance of nature and the abundance of life and abundance of money here. Abundance of opportunities that comes your way. I am coding you now how I speak of abundance. Because once you are now here listening, I'm giving you a lot of words here: abundance, millionaires, timeline, quantum jumping, that kind of thing is actually now your subconscious mind is reprogramming, because now receiving a new words and thought. If you are new into this, or you are already in but you're in and out, one step in, one foot out, no, you are in it, in the abundance alignment. Okay, so the first key to quantum leaping is to develop a new self-belief, a new self-identity of who you are when it comes to money, when it comes to business opportunities, when it comes to career choices, when it comes to relationship options. Okay? Because I don't know what do you want right now? Who are you? I promise you, you are deserving of abundance. The millions, if you are here for millions, because you're already earning 6 figures. Let's talk about that more, because I am at the moment channeling I'm channeling the messages from the divine. Okay? So the second keys to quantum leaping is from aspiring, moving into as an authority figure. Okay, so 2022 I was this aspiring motivational speaker, and like I want to be a coach, and I'm gonna coach you on how to, like, you know, I want you to earn like 5 figures in your business. That's how I speak. Like, hello everyone, I am here, my name is Beverly, and I want you to I wanted to earn also a 5 figure in your business, 5,000 pounds to 10,000 pounds in your business. That's how I speak before. The magnitude and my energy right now, because that's how inspiring. Say, hello everyone, my name is Beverly. And like, would you believe me? Like, hold on a minute, what the heck is this I'm looking about? Can't even articulate this message, right? I don't even know, like, I need to write this down, right? I don't even have that, because I don't have mentor to emulate. Multiple mentors that are multi-millionaires, even though I have to pay tens of thousands of it, but it's worth it. It's worth it, because I can now pass it down to you, to the collective, from its inspiring into authority. And the actual word is move into a creator mood, right? Because in order as well for you to manifest, let's say for example you want to manifest millions, really, actually, because that is what the title is, quantum leap to your millionaire timeline, because here you are, you have this millionaire coach in front of you, and I'm coding you with millions. Okay, so this is how it is, right? How it feels, how you manifest as a creator of a millions. You cannot manifest that from a low vibe, like, hello everyone, welcome to your quantum leap to millionaire timeline. Hey, the energy, the frequency, and the vibration that I'm talking about, because in order for you to manifest fast, you have to be in the highest timeline, like high, joy, 700 hertz, happy, authenticity, because this is my authentic self. I am this actually the teacher, the best teacher in your timeline right now, because I know that you will be manifesting, as soon like you move into a multi-millionaire timeline, you will be meeting a lot of multi-millionaires as well, and then you can choose. Okay, you're tapping in this timeline because I am just new millionaire. I'm not a multi-millionaire yet in pounds and in dollars, right? Just like my multi-millionaire mentor, she was just actually she became a multi-millionaire 2023, and then I found her last year, because the mentor that what I have found is that doesn't have to be very far, because if I am now earning 100 millions, you will be so like, yeah, it's good for her to talk about that. She's already earning 100 millions. And what about me? I'm still earning this like 5 figures, 6 figures in my job, in my business. When you learn that from aspiring to become the authority, the creator of your own reality, because you are no one else, okay? There's no one else in your reality except you. I am here, Beverly, standing in front of you, teaching about how to quantum leap into your millionaire timeline. It's actually the manifestation of your thoughts and desires to become the version of you that you know that it exists there, but it sounds far-fetched. And now here I am talking in front of you because I'm calling you, I'm giving you my codes of courage to stand up and actually do and make the contents and start writing that book that you procrastinate, that you know that there will be so much people going to benefit from your story that you share. Because every one of us in this collective that are watching my video have something good value to give to the society and to the humanity that right now you are not sure. Here I am giving you the permission to do that song, to write that song and sing that to the public, because even just one person will hear it. That one person you never know can hear your message and actually do also his thing because of you, and impacted at the ripple effect is gonna be having millions. You know that like snowball effect? When the eggs crack from inside, you know that the new life is birthing. You know that kind of thing, the sayings of Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, that saying, when the eggs broke outside, that's the end of life, because, well, you fried the egg in a literal sense, right? But when the eggs cracked from inside, I was being ripped off from my identity of who I was at that time. But I was actually as well reborn. And that's why it took me, like, I promise you, I was manifesting a millionaire pounds self 2019. And I'm gonna show you the millions that I printed, 1 million that I printed out. That was like 5 years ago, and I kept it until in my vision board and manifested last month. I'm gonna show that to you. But yeah, it was like that. It took me like a series of coincidences and synchronicities, the people in and out, living and going, like more new people are meeting new soul tribe people. And to now, up to now, I am actually birthing this self that I'm finally saying, hey, I am ready to give it to you, the knowledge and the wisdom, the modalities and the metaphysical things that I have uncovered that I keep for so long. Because the universe say, hey, you benefited so much, now it's your turn to teach to humanity. But it did not happen in an overnight. I have to constantly reinvent myself until I met the multi-millionaire mentors that I have, one from Australia, one from Canada. So move into, from having this new self-identity of who you are, then moving into creator mode. Yeah, you create. Because of course you cannot just, okay, law of attraction, let's say, like, visualize this, I'm a millionaire now. Nothing happened until 5 years ago, because you're sitting down there and visualizing, and then you got this download an idea of, hey, you're actually going to make this happen, this content you're going to create, and you're going to create this dance moves and post online, you become viral and you're earning a lot of money from the sponsorship and all these things, or you're going to write a book so people will buy from it and you earn money, right? That's like the law of attraction is actually 2 words, right? Law of attraction. There's attract, action. So that's like law of attraction is a part of being a creator mood, right? Moving into, like, that's how you attract people, circumstances, money, opportunities, investment from the investors. So from building your new self-belief, you now then move into creator mode. Create something that you can give value, because like that's the law of hermeticism. What, like, the cause and effect. The effect is the abundance that is flowing into my life now, because I'm creating. I'm now creating a value, giving value to the humanity, to the people, to the collective. Now receiving. When you move into creator mode, like, I'm creating this. I don't know if you are if you are willing to invest. I know that if you are taking bet on yourself and you are actually serious of making change in your life, I'm detaching from the outcome. That whoever receives this message, if you want me to guide you, mentor you for the next 12 months, we will be in this together. I promise you, before the end of the year, you probably manifested your millions or six-figure business income. Because I was 6 months away from starting that, investing that tens of thousands of pounds to manifesting million. And how fast you can go depends on you, on when you are going to move into action, into becoming the creator. You are the creator. And that's actually the beauty of it. That's actually the good thing and the very good news that you can receive. Because if you are the creator, then why not create something extraordinary, isn't it? You're crazy if you're not creating extraordinary in this lifetime. But I promise you, if you're here and you're serious, you're gonna be millionaires in this lifetime. Okay? But when? Depends on you. Because you are the creator. I am here holding a space, a container, and belief, and having this visualization that you are all are here in your highest timeline, the millionaires of 2025. You're manifesting the best relationship in your lifetime that you never met yet. But the guy that you're visualizing, the fairy tale, is actually real. Because my relationship, I'm speaking from experience. When I was 15, 16, I didn't have a Filipino boyfriend because I was visualizing a foreigner. A very romantic guy. It was like kind of this guy like stand up for me and treating me like a queen and a princess treatment, having these gifts and all this admiration and devotion and loyalty. I got it. Invented myself, the new self-identity. Who am I? I am deserving of the most amazing love, divine love. Here we go. We are in number 3. Sauce keys is detachment. Okay. So when I was having this millionaire morning routines and rituals from my university, yeah, I didn't know if it's actually worked. But I have this identity, that I have this self-belief that it's all gonna work, because if it didn't work, why would she become the multi-millionaire then? Yeah. And she told like, I promise you, within her mentor was actually manifested 100,000 pounds within 100 days. And I said, huh? Is that possible? I was questioning, so I was in front of her. She was this beautiful, pristine woman who was really humble and talking to us, and it's just like, oh my God, if she can do it, me too. Me too. Yes, because when I was young, one of my motto, because you know this kind of thing in the Philippines that we have these little girls and like, what is your motto in life? Like, well, my motto until now never changed, even I become like spiritually connected to the divine. My motto is still the same. If you can, why can't I? So I want you to, borrow this motto. If I can, like if I can do it, I'm not something special. You too are very special to God. Who am I? I was coming here in the UK from zero to hero, right? I didn't come here with millions. I was not born in a silver spoon from my dad and mom. We are actually destitute in the Philippines. I'm gonna say 4. Yeah, because we can still eat 3 times a day, and also my mom still can send us to a private school. But we're not either privileged kids. I grew up with clothes from free love from my cousins and aunts in the city. Okay, I did not wear a single pair of shoes until I was 13, because my mom and dad have 6 kids, and we are abundant with like root crops and like maize, corn crops, and all those things. The foods is there, and the chickens and the cows, the meat is there. But money is not abundant to us until I decided when I was 7 years old to start making a business selling from my classmates. So my entrepreneurial shift starts from 7 years old, because I know this, that there was this time in my town that there was a lady there who's got already old, serving as a servant of a multi-millionaire business couple in town. And I watch her every time I buy there for our shop, and I said, I will never gonna be the same as her, that I'm going to grow old as a maid. Okay, so when I went to Saudi Arabia as a housemaid in a royal family, I did not intend to remain in that. I know that I have a plan. You know, I spent there 2 years in isolation, no phones, no television, only speaking to my mom 10 minutes, and that's it for 2 years. But that was actually my training ground, that I can actually be okay to be on myself on my own. Because when I came here, before I built this self-belief and built this and manifested in my 3D reality to become this confident woman, I'm be okay when I'm alone with God. I am not alone totally, and I promise you, if you are in isolation at the moment period, you're not alone. You are full of your ancestors, spiritual guides, team of angels. Archangel Michael is always with you. Our galactic family is always with you, but you just have to know and call them in, because they kind of intervene their free will. Anyway, enough for that. That's too over. Okay. Detachment. Okay. So I detach myself of who I am becoming, and I trust the process. It's like, I'm giving you an example as well. So last year, the house that we were in for 4 years, my landlord was actually wanting to get that back for his wife. I was looking for a house. I was looking since April on the year 2023. And I was having this preference that it's got to be at least have a garage, or at least 3-bedroom house with a massive space, because I have the shop, the Beverly's Foods. It has to have a driving parking space, because my royal meals coming in every single day, multiple times. That was my preference. And it's actually, I need to have a bath as well, because my kids love to have a bath, and it's got to be, I have a lot of preferences. But also, I wanted a house that is number 8 or number 9, because I know that 8 number is very significant in business. It's only attracting a lot of abundance. But I said to the universe, if it is number 9, it's actually greater, because I can manifest everything. And exactly that. I am in this house where I am filming right now, a year, and I become the most abundant. This is the most abundant time in my life. But yes, number 9, anyway, that's a feng shui thing story as well that you can learn from me in the next coming days or weeks and months. Okay, that when we are learned together, when you decide to invest in yourself, because this 2 months course period of in the 5-day Powerful Manifestors Academy is everything. You will learn astrology. You will learn the grabbable codes, attracting money out from thin air. Oh my God, I have so much lots of codes and templates. But today, this is the starter, okay? So detachment. I detach when I go back to the story of my house, attracting that one. I said, okay, God, universe, I surrender. I have to pack all the necessary things that I know that we will not be using for the next few months, even if we're not finding the house. I assume, I live in the assumption, but equally detached. I just did everything that I can and then leave it to the universe, because this place, the house, when you put that in the marketplace in a single nanosecond, it's gonna be snapped by somebody else, because it's always have a shortage in here. Okay, so I manifested this house perfectly for us, for my kids, and for my business. So I said to myself, okay, I surrender. The universe and the house that is perfect for us is actually waiting for us. So I just go about my business, the Beverly's Foods, and doing everything that I can, and it starts being happy and joyous. And at that time as well, I was in a new relationship. I was forgetting that I'm actually needing a house. So when I come back from 5 days getaway to be with my partner now, when I come back, I receive the amazing news that I got the house. But when I come to the house, there's actually a resistance in me as well, because that was not the house that is actually what I needed. But then now I realize it's a perfect thing. Everything is perfect. Like that, you have to be open as well. Like for example, I wanted to be in a, like, you know, a relationship. So there was actually the example as well for this. I got a lot of things. I'm just giving you a series of examples. So when I wanted to manifest a relationship, and at that time I was almost giving up 2023, because I have this kind of category of a man that's got to be taller than me, has got to be older than me, and has got to have beard. But then when I was lead my spiritual guides to do in a certain job, to go in that certain app that I did not know existed, and then I met the guy that is my partner now. I mean, start talking to him. He doesn't have a beard, okay? But then when I speak to him, that I desire a man, so I just say like bearded man. It's just, I don't know, something in there, okay? Like, and then he starts growing beard. Okay, that's a thing. It's detachment. So I want you to detach the outcome of what you are creating, okay? I want you to so much, like for me, I wanted to manifest multi-millions, but I want it, but I don't need it. Like I want it, but I don't need it because I have it now. I have everything that I need now. That's like the mantra. So you do the necessary thing, all the things that you can do, the work that you put out, but equally just detach, because that's the thing. What you want, like for example, your millions now, or your income, like what you want, the visualization, the goals that you set in. I talk about visualization later because it's one of the key. Is like the universe have a very surprising way. Just like me, I never know that I would manifest this house, or the relationship, or the mentor that's actually coming from a very, very far. The universe has this aligning you to the perfect people. It's a synchronized event, so you have to pay attention as well. That's why meditation. We'll talk about that. Because if you are full of things in your body as well, triggers and all this emotional turmoil, you would not notice that it's actually a synchronized person, events, and circumstances that you are manifesting because of what you think, if you are not having this clarity in your mind, okay? So that's it, detachment from the outcome, and let it go. You already ordered. It's just like you put out an order of a rice in the Amazon, and then you just trust the Amazon, right? That it will arrive because you already put an order. You already paid it, and you know that Amazon is Prime is gonna deliver it. Sometimes it's express, sometimes it's not. If it is big order and it's personalized, it's just like your millions or whatever you're manifesting a relationship, or the business opportunities and investment from investors is personalized. So maybe it takes time to arrive here in 3D because it's already, if it is in your mind now, that means it exists in the quantum field. You don't have to create it, because whatever things that exist in your downloads in your mind now that you want, you think you want, is already existed. So detach and let it go. Because when you ordered rice from Amazon, or you ordered thing from Amazon or wherever, you trusted that the delivery comes. That's the representation. This is just an example. So when you put an intention, when you put a visualization and a will, whatever you want, it's already there. It's coming. In quantum leaping, the secret is detaching. God leaves breadcrumbs. So now that you are manifesting, I want you that if you are, for example, manifesting money, if you are, for example, manifesting relationship, and you see these happy couples giggling in the corner, and then you kind of feel icky and hate about it, that's delaying, and that's blockages. That's one of the signs, okay? So for example, like somebody talking about millions and money, abundance, winning, you have to say, thank you, universe, for I am the next. Exactly that mindset that I have. And how did I become one? Because I clap the winners before me. I clap the couples when I see them holding hands when I'm walking or running, and I see a wobbling couple holding hands, because it's actually a synchronicity, it's a sign from the universe that this is what's coming to you. That's why it is. Universe, live close. Live close. This is like success, live close. Okay? People are winning. It's because you are in alignment of winning. People talk about millions just like this, quantum leaping into millionaire timeline. Because you are next. Because this is now you're in alignment. So actually keep clapping. Keep your vibration high. Because the faster how to speed up your manifestation is to be in tune with joy, happiness, and just go like childlike. Because childlike, there's difference between childish and childlike. Childlike is where creativity flows. The ideas that what you're gonna do next in your business, in your post content that is gonna go viral in your videos, in your books, in your song, in your singing, in your whatever you are doing, in your business, like whatever, maybe traditional business. I want you to be the best of everything that you do right now. So the fourth case into quantum leaping is the certainty and knowing. And this is just like I already talked about some of it in the detachment. You are already certain that whatever you are manifesting right now is here. Is here and now. Because the future is manifesting now. We are actually being taught that there is time. Because how did I know that everything is coming for you? Because I know, because I'm speaking from my experience. Everything that up until now I manifested, it's because of my certainty and knowing and trust to the universe, to God, to Allah, to Jesus Christ, whatever you call your divine intelligence, infinite higher self. It's coming. You just know. Right? You know that I told you so. That God is always with you. And God wants the best for you. Because you are it. You are the force. You are the source. You are the creator. You are the Neo in the matrix. That you can just plug in and download the new self-belief and move into the creator mode and then detach and know that whatever you ordered is already there. So act as if you are already it, because you are it. You are already have done. Bob Proctor said this like 6 years ago, and I even write down in my journal in my business, because I always just write down what I to-do list things. And one night I was tapping into one of his teaching and say, if you can hold it in your mind, then you can hold it in your hands. And exactly that. I'm speaking from my own experience. And Bob Proctor he's a well-known law of attraction teacher, and he's also actually the teacher and the mentor of one of my mentor that is in Canada, who are now on her way into $100 million manifestation empire. Okay. We're talking about visualization and imagination, because I'm very good at it. I'm gonna give you an example. How did I manifest it? Like almost everything in my life comes from. You have to know. You have to have this. I have this certainty and knowing that what I am doing in a morning millionaire rituals and meditating. Oh, it's so hard because I never meditated for 21 minutes straight and just sit in the lotus position. But I also actually know for the longest time in 2020, when I read the book about like a millionaire fast, it's like, I just cracked the code on how to become a multi-millionaire in my Beverly Foods. But that's what actually 3D. It's all about competition, work, outworking your competition. There's no competition because there's no one here. It's only you. Okay? That's the mindset. The 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy is not teaching you about hard work. No. Because the 5D and quantum leaping, you cannot quantum leap to millionaire timeline. I cannot within 6 months. It has like people in the 3D coach mentorship, you're probably in many before, the free thing. Okay, the teaching, you have to outwork your competition. Like, why do you sleep? You work until you drop dead. No. That's not where we are here. Because whatever we believe, we become. And that's why I want you to reinvent. And you put a new self-belief. And this is the very first thing that I want you to do when if you want to hire me as your coach and mentor. Because this is what actually I've been doing this last year. And that's why how I become new self-belief and self-fulfilling prophecy of myself. And it's called a morning millionaire rituals and routine. So I'm gonna be honest for you as well, that yes, if you are serious about your life, that you are going to quantum leap into the highest version of you and manifest a fuck ton of money this year or in your lifetime, there is actually a work. Okay, I'm not selling you things that's so delusional as well, but it's almost like you're gonna come back to me and bite my ass. Okay, so when I started, this is my calendar for 28 days, and you can see that this is actually full, and I actually become so consistent as well with this, because consistency and reprogramming, because we're involved reprogramming your system, your subconscious mind, which is 95% of why your life is the way it is now, because subconscious mind is the thing, okay, commanding your reality here, like but it's actually making your life easy. In the very beginning, I struggled, I'm not gonna lie. I am like resisting, because what I have found myself is not actually, I am not having a fear of failure. I failed so many times, hundreds of times, in so many business, investment, quantum, like investment in cryptocurrency and other businesses that I have been invested, and I lost hundreds of thousands with that. That's the thing as well. Losing is actually winning, because during those years that I was losing a lot of money, is actually I am like reprogramming my subconscious, my system, that's actually be okay to be in failure. But when I start thinking, contemplating last year when I started this journey, I was actually scared of success, because the thought of going so consistent in this, what my mentor is actually giving me, the 𝙈𝙤𝙀, is called 𝙈𝙤𝙀 morning millionaire routines and rituals. I was like, yes, I will do it, because I want to be a millionaire fans. But then when I actually delved with it, oh God, it took me at least nearly 60 days to sit on it, because I'm procrastinating. I'm actually scared, the thought and the idea of becoming a millionaire, and the thought and the idea of earning 100,000 plus months in this business. Because what I'm thinking is, now the taxman is gonna be getting 40%. What? I'm not thinking of anything, I promise you. I was thinking the taxman that is gonna take 40% of, I'm thinking like, although this is not hard work for me, because it's so natural for me to be talking about this, because this is what I am very passionate about. I'm giving this all for free for years to my customers, to even the new shops in London and the new people who build their business. They may not tell you that I contributed the knowledge and the wisdom that I've given them, but yes, I did help a lot of new businesses. The Filipino businesses that is built in things, I help out lots of them. And I supply them too. We exchange. I don't mind teaching them, and they're even telling me, my God, you are the first person who is very selfless to give all these suppliers and your wisdom for an experience. And I said no, because I've been there. And I know how hard it was building Beverly's Foods way back on 2016, where no one wanted to deal with me, because I was just buying from only hundreds of pounds, not thousands of pounds. So I was very little starting that business. But how did I quantum leap into, within 6 months to 1 year, my business is earning multiple 6 figures income? I did it. Through hard work, yes. I'm not sleeping, thanks. But did I like it? No. That's how I know that if you are not in alignment with what you do, you will feel still there's something lacking. And that's why I say there's a lot of millionaires there. That's why we are programmed before that if we become having more money or become millionaires, we be running out of time for our husband, for our kids and things like that, because that's how we are being programmed. That's why a lot of us don't want to deal with a lot of money, because it's all programmed. And what is the difference between the 3D millionaires and spiritual millionaires is actually this. It's about alignment. It's about attunement. It's about embodiment. We don't need to work hard. Is it hard work as well for the people outside of me looking me creating this content like 6, 5, 3 reels every single day? They're probably thinking she must work so hard day and night with it, and along with it is the post, the things. No, it's flowing because it's a download from God, from my spiritual guides. It's just an idea that's coming to me because I am in tune, I am in alignment. And this is also true. You too can have it. This is what happens when you are in alignment with your purpose and mission. Okay? And if you are not knowing yet if you are in alignment or you're finding your purpose, because this is my purpose in this timeline, I choose this to become a teacher. I struggled for years and years because since I was young, I was already like my mom's confidant, my moms and dads giving them advice in relationship and about life and about business because I'm already indulging in books. There is no coincidence, by the way. I'm born Sagittarius. I am born lucky. Yes, Jupiter is blessing me all the time. Unexpected blessings unlock. Okay, so anyway, enough for that. But yeah, the Sagittarius is actually the planet of expansion. So I can never rest. I'm always just like having like boom, 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 boom. Like I'm growing every single month, every day, and every year. I'm never the same. If you are following me as a Beverly's before since 2015 up to now, you know what I am becoming. You know, I've been skinny. I've been selling all those coffee to lose weight. I've been very fat, and now I'm in myself. This is my dream body as well. This is my dream, most confident self to be able to teach, to speak in front of you about comfortable, about what I have done in the past. What is the secret now? It's out in the public. The things that I keep, what I've learned. I actually, yes, we don't have to work hard. You don't have to lose sleep to work your competition, to all those doing all those 60 hours work every single week to earn 100,000 pounds in a month. I'm not talking a year here. It's a month's income, okay? Would you want that? Why would you not? I have this in my 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy. I call this 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy calendar, morning millionaire routines. If ever you are manifesting, you are now certain and knowing that it's coming. Now you act on it. Act on it from an inspired action. And this is your invitation that if you are really serious of your growth, to bet on yourself. Because this quantum leap to millionaire timeline, I'm giving all this wisdom and things now to move into the God state to get everything you want. Okay? But also from my own experience, that if it is free, then you are also free to do it or not because you did not lose anything today anyway. So if you are having this, take this wisdom and really do apply it in your life of what you know already, you can become that thing. But out from my own experience as well, I've done a lot of seminar studies for free. But then 1 to 2 weeks, not even going to complete the 3 weeks, because that's 3 weeks, 21 days is how you are actually completely reprogram your subconscious mind and fall out from the bandwagon. Why? Why? Because you don't have the, like Napoleon Hill talks about this and Think and Grow Rich, that you have to have a mastermind group. Okay, your mastermind group is the group of people to holding a space and container for you, and this is actually where mentorship, where your mentor, your coach, your community of like-minded people that you can tap in, because our mind here in 3D is actually built for survival. It's not for success. And if you are surrounded with your coworkers who are talking shit about things, life and money and relationship, and then I'm here talking about this today. When you leave the room, you want to change the world, okay? When you leave this mastery class that I'm giving you all in, you're gonna change the world. This is it, my millionaire timeline. And then you go out there and you go watch your news in your television, and you go on your cell phone, on your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, in your YouTube or TikTok. It's all about how bad the earth is, how much like hopeless and chaos happening in the world. It's like, no, okay. You pull out from the bandwagon. And that's how I know as well that I came in here in your reality to guide you, to mentor you. If you don't have a skin in the game, you did not lose anything. You did not invest in £8,888 or £5,555 investment, but there's a lot to learn. So 5,500 for 12 months, and you know, having this knowing and certainty that your investment is coming like 100 times, 1,000 times multiplied. Okay? But this offer is not gonna be forever. Invest in yourself, right? Where you invest in people or on your business you did not know, it's actually giving you 10% back. But if you invest on yourself, you bet on yourself, because you have the certainty and knowing it's all gonna work out, because I am now in the driver's seat. I am now in the driving seat. I am not putting my life to my employers. I am not putting my relationship to the other people, to my wife, to my spouse, to my partner, to my boyfriend. No. I'll take accountability in everything that had happened to me from this moment onwards. And I invest myself and bet myself this year, 2025, to gain everything. If you lose something last year, that's actually a good sign, because it's bringing you all this up to this moment into the synchronized mastery class, to hearing this voice and message, my codes of courage, my optimism. That's one of my codes. I am a natural amplifier of your belief. I'm giving you that I am certain that if you invest in yourself within 3 months, with not even 30 days, if you are serious and consistent and disciplined and devoted, you are never the same again. Within the next 90 days, 6 months, end of this year, you're gonna have to reintroduce yourself to your friends circle, because they don't know you anymore. Because I promise you, if you start, because this is the first thing that I'm gonna do to you, we're gonna map out and create a new self-identity, a new self-belief and concept and self-fulfilling prophecy. If you want millions, yes, you can have it. I'm allowing you to borrow my certainty, my codes, and my experiences, my templates. How I know about you, I'm so certain that if I am capable, you too are so capable, way, way, way far capable of me. And whatever Jesus say in the Bible, whatever so I done this, you too can do and more. And Jesus mean it. That what he does this because he knows you, that God is always within you. You are a fractals of God's consciousness. But then we are programmed in the religion, in the teaching of our elders. Now we are just very tiny thing, and we should stick in our job and in our relationship that is not fulfilling. Our income is the same, because if we earn a lot of money means evil. Oh my God, that's how we are being controlled. That's why we live in fear every single day, and that's why we can't ascend. But I promise you, I'm here to tell you that I did not come here with millions. I did not come, I wasn't born in a silver spoon. I was born from zero to hero to here now, allowing you to borrow my codes of certainty, my courage to step out from my comfort zone, to be here now in front of your camera, from a woman who is hiding from a camera, not even wanted to speak because I labeled myself as an introvert. Because I did not accept myself as well as these powerful manifestors. I did not know that. I've invested, I have skin in the game, and spent tens of thousands of pounds to be here, arriving. I'm home. I know who I am. I know my truth, and now I'm giving you all this wisdom and all these things. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it together, because I know that the guide, the coach, the mentor that I have, I just borrowed their codes in the beginning until I become it. That's why I say, be mindful and consciously aware who is in your surrounding, because especially the 5 people you constantly hang around with and talk about all the time, you become. And like, I'm in a community where talking multi-millions pounds income, hundreds of thousands, like my mentor last month earned like $1 million, nearly $1 million within 7 weeks. And I said to her, yes, I'm getting it too, because if she can, why can't I, right? And I said, yes, I get it. He's like my other mentor talking about billions. My community is talking about multi-millions earnings in 1 month. And I said, yes. Yes, because you become what you constantly listening, because every single day your subconscious mind is downloading everything you hear. That's why who you follow, who you talk to. If you talk to negative people, you're borrowing their codes of not believing yourself, not beating yourself, not investing yourself, because they know it can't work. If you believe it can't work, then it can't. Because God said, whatever you said so, I will make it happen. You will get more of it. And I said, now I'm millionaires, multimillionaires. Here I am. Here I come in your timeline. Because I'm manifesting you, holding you, the highest version of you. Because God wanted to express through you. Because me is me, my own unique codes, right? A teacher, natural teacher. And maybe you are a singer, maybe you are a writer, you are very good at in drawing, in artistry, in baking. Do you know what is you're capable of? Because we all came here with different talents that we come together because we are a masterpiece of God. And when we are walking with our authentic self, what is authentic self's frequency? 5,000 hertz, or 5,000 times powerful than love. Because love is the only truth in our entire existence here. When you are walking with your authentic self, the self-expression of God, you are it. You are right. Because what you are doing is not a hard work, because it comes natural from you. Do the things that you procrastinate, because the scary part of jumping timeline is actually the things that we are actually very scared of. What we are doing, we are scared because we know what that can happen. Your soul, your higher self knows you, that if you do the things that you are procrastinating right now, you're gonna be big. You're gonna explode. And this is what happened to me. Like I always say now, I'm speaking from my experience, because what I am teaching, I'm embodying it. I have to become first that one before I can stand here. Otherwise I'm gonna be so awkward talking about that, right? Right? So now, are you gonna act on it? Okay, let's move another one. The last part. This is not the last part, but still I'm gonna read you on how to enter into the God state. I'm gonna read you a statement, entering into God's state and get everything you want and get clear about what is manifestation. Okay, so stay tuned. Still, like I'm gonna say the last part, keys of the quantum leaping. But this is not the end of our mastery class, okay? It's visualization and imagination. Okay? Okay? Isn't it a beautiful thing? Because everything that you have in your life right now is a manifestation of your idea of self, of who you were when you were a kid, when you were a child, or when you were in your 10s, in your 20s, in your 30s, if you are in your 40s or 50s right now. That's your life that you are manifesting a decade ago. And not having yet updated up until now. That's why you are not yet in the best self that you are, isn't it? And isn't that the beautiful thing? It is very wonderful news, Beverly, that you are delivering. I was like, I'm glad you're making it, Beverly, because you're making it all make sense. Right? I promise you, there was okay, I'm gonna tell you the very funny story of manifesting the red BMW. So we have this, since I arrived here in the UK, we have BMWs, okay? It's always just like our personal car. So we have multiple cars, and my ex-partner, the dad of my kids before. So for the business. And so we have BMWs, we have gray and we have black. And so then I said, when the marriage is breakdown, and then I don't have a car, so I can't drive. I kind of ask for one car. We have 3 cars at that time. He got okay, but it's not all BMW. But the BMW is, I actually love the specification of it. There's lots of nice car, Audi or like Rolls Royce. I'm talking about that time at that time. Okay, so on 2022, I have this thing in front of my bed that there's nothing that I would wanted to manifest. Is actually the priority is not millions. It's not my 100k a month in Beverly Hills. It's actually a red BMW. Okay, so the funny story is, fast forward, I said that on 2022 that okay, because the law of assumption and attraction, I have to do the things that is necessary in order to manifest the car. So at that time, I don't know how to drive. So I said, I promised myself 2022, okay, I'm gonna learn to drive. But life happens. There's so much things that happening in 2022 that leads me now here. There's so much synchronicities and things happen. I even shave off my head, get bald with it last summer of 2022. So what happened then in the end of 2023, and I forgot about it. The car, I changed my decorations in front of my bed. I put it in the closet, the red car BMW, okay? And then last year, so 2020, 2022, 2023, nothing happened. I didn't learn how to drive. On 2024 last year, so I met my partner now, and I did not see his car until February last year, 2024. Okay, so we met in 2023, and I did not see his car or personal car. What actually he's getting, to my surprise, the BMW that I was manifesting, he got it. So last year, because I could not approve, I could not get the picture of it, but I'm sending that to him, and I make a joke that because on that, like, I don't know what month is that. It is like in the middle of summer last year, 2024. I come up on my timeline because I posted that on my Facebook, and people commented and thinking that was my BMW, that was my manifestation, but I didn't say about it, and people thinking that was mine, but they did not know I did not drive. So the funny thing is, it's come up, and then so I sent him a message and say, ha 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 ha, look at the universe, what he is making, how kind he is. He actually delivered my BMW with a very handsome driver, because the BMW comes with a driver. Because he was the owner of my BMW that I was manifesting. And last night I was talking about him and told him about how powerful we are. The visualization, but I did not consistently visualize it because I lost focus. Something life happens in 2022 that I lost my my visualization and my imagination. But then the universe is a proof that the universe always deliver, even it was delayed. Because also at that time I wasn't consistent. I let go of it. I detached from it, and I never ever think that I could see that on him, because I never know him before. And that's the thing, the visualization and imagination. And let me give you an example. Like, I'm always going back to this is the first thing that I remember manifesting when I was I was 17, 16, okay, and I was graduating from my high school, and my mom already told me that, I'm sorry, darling, because we cannot send you to college, because I want to become a policewoman at that time when I was young. I'm always spicy and blah 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 thing, or I could become a policeman or a nun. That's a choice for me. But I did not become a nun. My mom crying. I did not become a police because my mom is the officer is gonna send me to Manila. Long story short, I have no choice. I work in the other city as a sales lady in the bakery. But then I remember vividly that before I go to sleep, I have an internal visualization and imagination repeatedly for not even a month, not even 30 days. But because the law of attraction and assumption says about that when you visualize, you use all the five senses, the hearing, the taste, the seeing, and the emotions, the feeling, and what you are thinking, thoughts, okay? I have this very vivid in my visualization that I was actually walking from my house, tacking on my TikTok high heels from the pavement, from the cement, like, road, and very quickly walking and even running because I'm late on my bus. And I see, when I come home from school, I see this very vivid because kids loves me to bless you, in the Filipino tradition that you are actually hold the hands of the elders and then put that on your thing as and say good afternoon, good evening to bless your mom, right? That's a traditional thing in the Filipino if you're not Filipino. But if you're a Filipino, I'm talking to you, you know what I mean. So what happened was, the thing is, I was visualizing this, that when I come home, I was wearing this very nice uniform, which is exactly that what I manifested in when I become college student, that the kids from afar is rushing and calling my name, Auntie Beverly, and kissing my hands, and I feel it. I see the kids hugging me and I'm blessing them, and also my aunts and my neighbors are in awe of me, walking the street and calling me mom, because on that visualization that I have, they are thinking that I was a teacher students, but I did not know that I'm gonna be a teacher students. I'm gonna be in hospitality industry. I'm a hotel and restaurant management studying at that time then, but I never know where that came from. Okay, that was just my downloads. That was my gaps of visualization. So I was in the other city, like 8 hours away. So when I come home before not even 30 days, I come home to get my mom the money that I earned from my sales lady job. My relatives at that time I called Kuya, my big brother, and said, it's like, hey, you are here you are, we're waiting for you. I told this in many of my reels video and say, oh yeah, why you're waiting? I said, we have a good news for you. I said, oh wow, fantastic, what was that? I said, we want you to be the receiver and the inheritor, what do you call this, like, he is a scholar of the government and now he's graduating, and then he's passing his scholarship to me, but for that I have to have a good grades and I have to pass the exam, the government standard. And I said, oh, why so? Because at that time, that guy, my relatives have 2 potential sisters, and the best suited for the scholarship, I asked him, he said, well, Roslyn was actually supposed to inherit my scholarship, but we found out last week that she was pregnant. And there's no other suitable candidate, and it's you. See that what I told you? The universe have an infinite way of blessing you. Does it come? Did I think about it that it's gonna come? I'm gonna be in college when my mommy told her that she could not afford to put me into the university or in college course that I want? No. And is it also that was the course that I want? No. I did not intend to be working as a hotel and restaurant management in a business things and all those things. I wanted to become a police. I'm always wanted to be of service. I wanted to be a nun, but of course that was not available for me. But God redirecting me that and actually giving me all the knowledge and the wisdom to propel me to go abroad and now to be here in my entrepreneurial ship in the UK. That was all the preparation, the training, right? That's how I told you that God is giving you everything that you want, but you have to be in an open mind or reserving mode. That doesn't have to come from your job, to come from your whatever you are manifesting right now, from the source where you want to win the lottery, and that's the only way you can become a multi-millionaire. No. You could have downloaded a business idea or a new innovation or invention that can benefit the collective, that can make you tons of money, millions. Okay? That was just one of my example of my biggest manifestation. And also, how did I ended up with the daddy of my kids? That's another story. But that was just a base example of you, of my visualization and imagination, that everything comes from mine. How did I become Beverly's Foods, and when I came here 2014 and 2015, I started my business strategizing. That was actually from my visualization and from my scripting journal that was not even intended, that was supposed to be a made-up in order for me to get a visa. There's so much things that I could give you. That's why I told you what I'm really actually talking here. I know what it is because I am it. I've been there and I embody it. I am a powerful manifestor. Promise you, I even manifested money out from thin air. And now a single time that I need money, I'm not provided until I become it. Now, more than ever, I have this certainty and knowing that my multi-millions is manifesting. Powerful manifestors, this is my invitation to you that the 5D Powerful Academy is not just all about manifesting money. It's manifestation of the highest version of you. Because the beauty in manifesting the things to my millions here is the person that I am becoming. I become the healthiest version of me. I become the most articulate in my words and language that I'm using. If you notice, I never mentioned a single time that I have a problem. I have challenges because challenges is equals opportunities. Because last year when I lost my business, that was an opportunity to reinvent myself. That was the biggest opportunity that is presented to me, to the universe, and I said yes. I invested myself. I bet myself this time, not putting back on investing in Beverly's Foods and putting it up and running again and rebuilding my social media presence after I lose my nearly 10,000 followers. No, because if it is for you, it must come easy. And you will know as well that I am your mentor and your guide because you actually feel good about it. Okay? And like I said, when you don't have a skin on the game, when you did not lose anything, because if you invest this thing, 8,888 pounds, which is today I'm giving you, as if you're listening to this video, whenever, that will be in the end of April, right? You will take yourself so seriously because now we're talking thousands of pounds. So if I did not have the investment, the tens of thousands of pounds last year, would I take this self very seriously? Probably no. I'll be okay to be like, I don't know, maybe I did not even know who I am becoming after I lose Beverly's if I did not bet on myself. If I did not know and believe, I did not have the certainty that I did not believe enough to my mentor and trusted my thousands of pounds, my tens of thousands of pounds to my mentors, that is actually work. Because why would it not work? I am now the creator of it. I am now in control of it. My customers is not in control of it anymore. Like, I was not dumbing down myself now of talking my truth and authenticity, because before, if I will talk about this, which is actually free as well. And that's why, like, well, I did not really have to ask for money because I have a lot of money coming in from Beverly's Foods. That's why I'm giving them all the affirmations that I know, the very potent affirmation that not a single time I did not manifest a lot of money at the end of the day. And all of it is already included in your 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy. So what is included? This is just some of it. There's a tons of it. I'll just write the main thing within the next what's happened within 1 to 6 weeks and joining the 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy. 1 to 6 weeks of joining. Okay, can you imagine, like, just saying that one, like, the best version that you will be surrounded with? You will not be accessing immediately to the 5D Powerful Manifestors portal. Because what I want you to do is to first sit with me and map out your next 6 weeks to 90 days to implementing your millionaire bulletproof morning rituals and routines. Because if I will introduce you, this is also my experience, I will introduce you immediately to the portal, you will be swamped because there will be codes and 5D money tools and like millionaire self identity there, and you will be skipping the work that is very necessary. Because you know why I did that? and it's slowing my progress. And that's why I don't want you to make this same mistake, because the temptation is there to jump into the millionaire and then skipping the necessary thing to reprogram your mind yet. Okay? So the very first thing that you will expect if you join now today, the 5D Powerful Manifestors, is the benefits of this is after 12 months, which is next year, next spring. Can you imagine that? I become a millionaire within 6 months. Can you imagine 1 year? There will be multi-millions in myself, right? Available. Can you imagine that to yourself too? Because if I can do, why can't you? You are not less capable of me. In fact, you are way more capable of me. Because I have coming from the family of nothing, zero to hero, okay? So, the first 6 weeks that you are going to experience is the reintegrating of yourself, the building of your self-identity, self-fulfilling prophecy, and new self-concept. I'm gonna help you through that. There will be a templates, blueprints, and codes with this. And then how you interpret all this millionaire quantum jump to timeline. And then also, this is the privilege for every student that comes to 5D Powerful Manifestors, because my name actually holds when I decode my name is actually means fortune unlock. Can you imagine that? I was born in fortune unlock planet Jupiter. This is Sagittarius, and then my name Beverly and Bago is actually meaning that, and even the Beverly Spoots with coincidence that I did not even know. When I know how to decode the names, the letters of our name holds codes, okay? So I will help you decode your names and birthday. And why I am so fascinated in helping the humanity to make this planet better and to be born a humanitarian. I'm really here in Lipath 9. And if you don't know what is Lipath is, I'm gonna explain that later in the course portal. What is Lipath 1? What is actually your birthday, saying all about you, what you're supposed to be, your purpose. There's a guidance there that from your birthday, if you are Lipath 1, you're in leadership, Lipath 2, Lipath 3, natural communicator and biggest comedian, and all this are very articulate speaker, motivational, and all this Lipath 4 about like so much. And I am Lipath 9, so I've been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, now a master teacher. And that's why it's the best to hire a master teacher, isn't it? She never stopped learning as well. So you're gonna grow with me again. Like the more you learn, what is that say? The more you learn, the more you earn. That's what Jim Rohn said in the 7 highly effective habits of millionaires. Jim Rohn says that, right? That if you work hard on yourself, done your job, then how you become millionaires, multi-millionaires, and even billionaires, trillionaires. Nothing is impossible. The limit exists in our mind, okay? So anyway, so this is what you're gonna say. I'm gonna help you decode your name, your birthday, and I'm gonna give you guidance on what is like maybe potential purpose and mission in why you are here, okay? So that's what it is. And then we're gonna map out session in a group Zoom call. Map out your goals and dreams of what you want to become, what you want to accomplish in your job, in your relationship, in your health, in your business, in your entrepreneur journey, in your song, in your whatever you are endeavor you are in at the moment, in your coaching business, how you're gonna be attracting clients, the soul-aligned clients that is happily paying you more than when you ask, and you become this so magnetic aura to everyone that everyone you look is smiling. I'm speaking from my experience, okay? And have to rewrite your self-concept, rewrite your millionaire timeline or the best version of you. There will be an audio of a millionaire activation, your vibe boosters, abundance and 24-hour money manifestation, access to your God state, from an inspiring to authority, how to bend your reality to be always working out in your advantage. I will not be here if I'm not doing all these things, okay? So, this is it. You are it. You made it until the end. So now, I want you to listen to the millionaire activation audio to manifesting the best year yet. the highest version, the highest timeline ever that you ever experienced in your entire existence, whatever age you are now. This applies to any age, because I don't think I would be ever mentoring older than 82 years old, and he is my one of the personal physical thing that I'm teaching now. So if you're thinking you're old because you're already in your 60s and you're watching this for your kids, think about it. The multi-millionaire Bill speaking to and I am mentoring right now is 82 years old. And he told me the beauty thing is that he got this knowing uncertainty, that he said he picked his death age. And he said, Beverly, I decided long time ago that I will die at 126 years. And I even grow my hair. He said that he got that I love all the people that coming into my reality now. Because had I known that guy before, he never existed in my timeline until I became a millionaire version of me, the highest version of me this year. And I promise you that if you bet on yourself, you're gonna be in the position where you have to reintroduce yourself of who you are. Because that boundaries that you have hold now for people, oh no. They have to now respect you. Your command is your reality. But do you know it now? Let's go and we'll see. I can't wait to be teaching you more and showing you everything in the portal of 5D Powerful Manifestors. Let's get it. I love you, and I'm holding the highest version of who you are watching right now. The limit is in your mind. And remember, Earth is better because you are here. Thank you so much. With only love and gratitude from Beverly here, 5D Powerful Manifestors Academy. We'll see you in the inside. Thank you. We made it.